My name is Cormega. I'm a MC. Now, MC is something what a rapper's supposed to be. Basically, what I do is I rap, but I focus on lyrics as opposed to just focusing on a chorus or focusing on a hook or focusing on a beat or focusing on let me just jump on the song somebody hot, let them carry me. So, you know, if this is Star Wars, I'm down with the Jedi. I don't think there's any application for this. The application is fog jams, studios being accepted by your peers. You know what I'm saying? They ain't feeling you, your application wasn't approved. I mean, I go back like way back. I'm talking about when it first started. Not when it first, maybe when it first started. I don't know. I mean, the first people I heard was Sugar Hill Gang, but from my understanding, there was people that was way before them. And then later on in life, you know, recently I look at them different because I found out that they, you know, basically were taking other people's routines. But I didn't lose all respect for them because at the same time they influenced me to appreciate the art. So, you know, that it was them and Sha Rock, Curtis Blow, you know, all that. Before Cormega, before Cormega I still was rapping. I just became Cormega later on. You know what I'm saying? Like Cormega actually was just a name of what I considered my crew from Brooklyn at that time, you know. And Trash shouted my crew out on his The Rebel Is Here song years ago. So that's what Cormega was. And then after a while I said, fuck it, I might as well take the name. So, because it was representing what I represent. So I just took the name. And Core is the center, Mega is something great, and my real name is Corey, so you just put it all together and that's what it was. So I created Cormega to be a group, to be a crew at first, and then after a while, I just said, you know what, just gonna be my name. Like, you can't choose music. Music chooses you. Like, there's a lot of artists that could sing better than the artists that are out now, but they're not on. And there's a lot of rappers that are incredible, but they don't get the love that they should get. So it's like the mic and the people. I don't know what it like. I don't get high. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, I'm like different from a lot of artists. Like, I don't smoke weed. I don't drink. You know, so. The stage is my high, or the mic is my high. When I'm on stage, like if you be around me, I could be the quietest nigga in the room, or I could just be laid back and just chilling or kick it. But when I'm on stage, I'm a whole different person. So that's my high right there. So that right there is letting me know this is what I'm here to do. Because the response that I get from audiences is not what every artist get. Like I'm from, you know, like I'm from a different cloth, and I'm from an era and a place that spawned a lot of MCs, and I've seen a lot of similar acts have shows, and their shows don't be packed like my shows. Or I've seen a lot of people perform and don't get the response that I get. So, you know, that right there is an indication that this is what I do. And I might not ever enjoy the fruits of my labor, but my music's gonna live on forever. Like, unfortunately, like I'm the type of dude, when I'm gone, my music's gonna be here, definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna last. So I guess my daughter's gonna be rich. Effort is effort. It's like, the thing you have to understand as an artist, everything you see on TV is bullshit. Like, you're not gonna sign a contract and then all of a sudden you have a mouthful of diamond teeth and 30 girls around you and 50 bottles of champagne around you and Lamborghinis and all this shit. That's all an illusion. That's a vision. There are some artists that have that, but at the end of the day, you have to grind. Like, if it gets to the point where you like, you know what, I'm quitting this shit because I didn't sell, or etc. Then or I'm quitting this shit because somebody else is successful. Then this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? This is not for the weak at heart. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you're an indie artist, it's way harder than being on a label. When you're on a label, people don't cater to you. When you're an indie artist, you got a lot of work to do. There's times when I was literally sick from working so hard. There was times when niggas in my circle was like, yo son, I want you to go to the doctor. Like you could look at pictures of me from certain years. Even in my pictures, I was looking weak and frail, and I was losing weight. I wasn't eating right. I was like, there was times I'll be in a state. Like say I'm in I could be in, I'm trying to think I could be in Virginia, and I'll be like, fuck it, we just gonna keep pushing because we driving. I'll be like, I'm not gonna eat till I get to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? That's not really good. You're supposed to stop and eat, or you're supposed to stop and rest when you need rest. So I was under pressure, grinding. Grinding is good, but you have to take care of your body also. So those are some of the. It's a rough game, boy. When you go indie, it's a rough game. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get the. I'm not a household name. I'm not. You know, you may never go gold, you may never go platinum. But if you do your shit right, you're gonna eat more than those guys. Before you even rhyme, before you sing, there's certain things that you need to know and understand before you even get into the game. For one, your best friend that you'll ever have in the whole music business will be a lawyer that you could trust. Once you got a good lawyer, you're almost ready. And then once you get you a good lawyer, then another thing that you're gonna need is to be humble, show humility. It'll take you a lot further than thinking that you're something that you're not, or than being an asshole. It's like, because when people like you, they tend to want to help you more. So even if you look at music or you look at sports, there's sometimes you be like, yo, why is this guy playing? He sucks. And this guy should be playing because this guy is probably cool with the coach or the GM or something. Same thing in the industry. There's some artists you be like, how does motherfucker get a deal? And then you find out he's cool with the president of the label, or his man is an A&R. Relationships take you real far in the industry. So that's 2 jewels right there before you even start rhyming or singing or whatever you're trying to do. Now, once you start rhyming and shit, if you're gonna be an MC or a rapper, you have to separate yourself from which one you want to be. You want to be an MC, then you can't sacrifice your dignity or sacrifice the sound that people expect from an MC. People not gonna expect you to do songs with certain kind of artists, or to sell out, or to, you know, people not gonna expect that from you, or respect that from you. So those are some of the sacrifices and circumstances that are faced with you. When you're a rapper, on the other hand, you know, you can do what the fuck you want. You could sell out. You could be a grown man, having making kiddie songs. You could you know, disappoint you. You could do what you want. You know what I'm saying? But it's 2 different worlds. So you have to figure out which world are you gonna be in. Are you in it for the money, or are you in it for the legacy? You know what I'm saying? Or are you in it for a little bit of both? Like, if your album comes out and people hail it as a classic, but you're not gold, are you gonna flip on a label? Or are you mad? Will you lose interest because of that? Or will you say, you know what? I made a fucking classic. This is gonna live forever, and then try to build on that? Those are the questions you gotta ask yourself. I myself can't answer those for you.
Will you provide if I got beef? Will you be squeezing side by side? If I FaceTime, will you give me a place to hide? Would you snake me for paper? Look in my eyes. Can I put trust in you like you trusted me? If my life is on the line, would you bust for me? Free me from custody or deny my existence? Proving that you didn't give a fuck for me. I put my trust in no man's hand till he earns it. I learned this from thug legislature. When slugs penetrate ya, heavens above awaits ya. Therefore I never sleep, cause I may never wake up. Felonies no longer worry me. For real, it's the betrayal and the jealousy, the insecurities, the things they might never see, making niggas minds corrupt.